Hello. How are y'all doing? Hope everybody's doing pretty good. So I'm going to be doing a shampoo, condition, blowout, and silk press. I'm going to be using the B3 shampoo, color care, B3 color care conditioner, and I'm going to refresh her red using the JKS red shampoo, rocket red. So get ready to watch the magic happen. Hello, Bianca Del Rio. Hey guys, so we're gonna start the process. Gonna do some little shampoo. I'm gonna start with the color care shampoo from B3, and then follow up with the JKS red shampoo. Oh, I think that might be my body spray you're smelling. Yeah, because it's a spicy. Smell my neck. Yeah. Shampoo de Boucheron. Yes, I'm fancy. One of my favorite colognes is Jaipur. Another one is Chanel Bleu.
Yes,
I love it.
I love
it. I live for it. I like to put it on the back of my elbow to check the temperature, just to make sure it's okay. That temperature's good, right? Yeah. Is it too hot? Okay. Yeah. I like to take it like that. So remember her, we did her hair red. So we just used refreshers. It's her first time back after we did the red, right?
Yeah.
Did you get a lot of compliments?
Yes, I did.
Yay! Hey, remember guys, always use a lot of water. Another reason why I like to use a lot of water, I don't know what stuff the client's been putting on their hair. They may be using different products, gels, mousses, so oils. Well, I definitely feel the oil because your hair feels soft. It's like soft. It feels like I just conditioned it. Is that my oil, by the way?
Yes.
Smells good, right? Yeah, it's Brazilian Bond Build3r.
Okay.
Yes, girl. I'm working it, girl. I'm all about hair health. I don't limit myself to just one line, one brand, one company. I do suggest always read the instructions for the shampoos you use, the conditioners you use, because you want to do it as good as possible. Usual shampoos will tell you use a liberal amount, and it'll also tell you rinse and repeat if necessary. So, you know me, I like to do 2 to 3 shampoos, so I'm gonna rinse and repeat anyway. But so I am still doing the 3 shampoos, but we're gonna do 2 with the bonder, and then we're gonna do 1 with the JKS red. We're gonna do 1 with the JKS red, and the JKS we're gonna leave on for 5 minutes so it can deposit, or add as much of the red as possible to the hair. This shampoo itself is strengthening to colored hair, bleached hair. Her hair is definitely lightened. So we know that under this red is a platinum. So we still have to treat it as a platinum, even though it's red. So as I'm massaging it through, I'm also letting time pass so that the strengthening properties that the shampoo provides actually are able to go through. So we're done with shampoo number 1. Lean back, baby. Shampoo number 1. Don't cry. So if you recall, this color, we used some of Guy Tang's Crimson Spell in it, but it's essentially from Celeb's Viral coloring shampoo. So it is temporary color. When you do shampoos, you're gonna see that it will wash out. It's supposed to wash out. Yeah. So you guys, I'm sure you noticed when you do your first shampoo, doesn't lather as much. When you do the second one, it lathers more. Why is that? Well, your first shampoo essentially removes oils, residue, dust, you know, things that were inhibiting the cleanser to clean as deeply as possible. It's like a preliminary. Let's call it a pioneer shampoo, right? So the first shampoo is a pioneer shampoo. It goes into the area, removes whatever things that could be an obstacle. So the second shampoo will now do the cleaning for you. So you do normally want to do at least 2 shampoos. I say 3 because I feel like the third one is for the charm. The third one leaves the hair absolutely cleansed. You know what I mean? It's just me. This hair feels very soft. The shampoo feels good. I'm not seeing any setting, any breakage. Looks good. I am using warm water. I'll let you guys know that right now. That's probably why you're seeing so much color. Also, I am using warm water, but the color still keeps its vibrancy. Because I am going to be using a different red shampoo, and I know that this JKS is deeper. It's a deeper red, so it'll be good for the hair. But I do have to leave the JKS one at least 5 minutes. So we're going to do that. But you'll see me do the application, okay? I will separate the hair. And that's just with the, well, obviously she did have my oils on her hair, so her hair is going to be soft. But this, the B3 shampoo itself is very softening. It's very hydrating. And that is what it promises. It promises to be hydrating. So I believe it. I believe it. So we'll pour this on like this. Alright. So remember, when it comes to these shampoos that add color to the hair, you do have to give it time. I'm going to use the word to develop because it is what it's doing, right? Develop, process, whatever you want to call it. You do have to give it its time because it's going to need that. The longer you leave it on, the deeper, the more intense the color can be. So make sure to do that. So again, this is the JKS Ruby Red, Fire Red, what is it? Rocket Red. JKS Rocket Red. Right. So we've done that part now. Gonna move on to the next section. Hair feels wonderful. I'm very happy with this shampoo. Really good. I'm really happy with it. So now we're gonna apply it to the second section. Shake it again. Lean back. Just want to make sure the camera captures it. So we'll pour it this way. I'm essentially applying it to the root area, and I do apply a liberal amount, and then I drag it down to the rest of the hair. Rocket Red, JKS Rocket Red. The hair feels absolutely phenomenal. I love the way this JKS Rocket Red smells as well. It smells like what?
Menthol.
Like menthol. There you go. It smells good. So we'll pour some in the front. I don't necessarily have to comb it through. The hair itself feels very, very soft. It's definitely untangled, so with my fingers I'm doing the detangling, which there was actually no tangles, thanks to the oils that she put on before the shampoo. And I already see the red developing. It's a much deeper red. I like it a lot. So again, remember, when you're doing it, you want to leave it on as long as possible. You want to leave it on as long as possible so that it can develop or process or produce if you want the deepest color. I think it's possible for you to see it already, the color that it's giving it. I'm excited. Are you excited? You want to see the product? Can't wait to see the end product, the end result. But you can probably see the color already developing there, right? Look at that. Look at that. Looks good. I like it. Okay, so after we do this, the instructions for the conditioner is that you can leave it on for a minute. If the hair is extremely damaged, which all lightened hair is, it says you can leave it on for 10 minutes. So we are going to do the 10-minute wait, which essentially turns it from a conditioner to a deep conditioner, right? So we're going to do that. Remember, I like to towel dry the hair before I put the conditioner. Now, that's not the instruction there. It doesn't say you have to towel dry it. But we do know that if you towel dry the hair before you put the conditioner, the benefits are better and stronger. So we'll be doing that. Rinse this off. No, I'm sorry, from my body. You lean back, baby. Lean back, baby. Look at that color, guys. What do you think? It's definitely a deeper red. Definitely a deeper red. I was like, is that my phone? Like, I'm recording. Remember, water is key. The hair growth, you want to make sure you rinse off as much of the shampoo. You don't want to leave any shampoo residue in your hair, right? So you make sure you don't see any lathering going on in the head. You want to make sure there's no lathering going on, right? That lets you know that it's all rinsed off. But also, you're also removing any possible residue that would stay on the scalp. Remember, sometimes dry scalp is not dry scalp, but dried product. Dried shampoo, dried conditioner. And it makes the scalp look like if there's dandruff or something or dry scalp. No, it's product that you left, shampoo that you left behind, conditioner that you left behind. Alright, so I'm gonna towel dry the hair. Towel dry the hair. Not sure you can be seen. I think you guys can see me, right? See it? So we're gonna towel dry. Now, why do you never dry the hair like this? When you towel dry like that, you can break your hair. Another thing that you're doing is you're ruffling up the shaft of the hair, ruffling up the cuticle, so you're blowing it up, so your hair will not be as happy as possible. Because now you're guaranteeing frizz. So it's extra work you have to do when you're blowing it out, extra work you have to do when you're pressing it. Whereas if you dry it well, even if you were to rock it natural, your curls will be a lot happier. Okay, so just dab, press, it'll do what it has to do for you. So now we're going to go into the conditioner application. I'm the kind of person I like to use a lot. With this product, I'm pretty sure you don't have to use a lot, but you want to use an abundant amount, alright? So. Feels wonderful. Feels absolutely wonderful. Okay, so I did the perimeter. Now I'm gonna go and do the center. I will put a let's call it a cap. It's a plastic bag. I will put that on her head and have her go under the dryer for at least 5 to 6 minutes and then come back to wash it out. Now, the bottle says that it's very moisturizing without weighing the hair down. So we'll see. It is a cloudy and humid day. So I'm going to have her give me some feedback in 3 days of how her hair is holding up. Alright? Okay, guys. So I guess I'll see you in a few. Bye! Guys, get ready. We're going to wash it off. Oh, it's funny when you're having conversations and you're like, wait, girl, wait, don't keep talking. I'm about to start recording. No, don't tell that information. Wait a minute. So now the water's going to be, what temperature do we wash off conditioners with?
Cold.
Yes, cold or cool. I have washed hers off with cold. She's been able to handle it. So I'm going to use cool today. Yes. Cold is good. Oh wow, this hair feels wonderful. Right? She just gave me some raviolis that she made from what company was it?
HelloFresh.
HelloFresh. Oh my goodness, them raviolis was the Bond.com. Tasted really, really good. It tasted it really good.
Yeah, but it's gone.
Yes. Gone like I don't know what. And the good thing about that, like she was mentioning, she's learning how to cook other foods. We're Latinos, you know. We're Garifuna. So we're used to our foods, and then we're also Americans, so we're used to the American style food. But it's always nice to learn different foods, different cultured foods, you know?
And healthy.
And healthy foods at that. Absolutely. You're 100% right, girl.
I'm not touching my hair, but it feels so soft.
Huh?
I'm not touching my hair,
But you could feel the softness. Yes, I know. Telling you, girl, all about hair health. It's what I do. All right, guys. So we're going to go over to where I'm going to blow her hair out. I'll see you soon. Okay guys, so we are back and we're going to be doing some hair. I'm going to get something to need some elevation. Can I give it some elevation? And that's like that. Yes, we can. We can do it. That's Wendy Williams in the background, guys. We love Wendy Williams. It's 4 o'clock on a Monday. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to spray on her hair is the Wow. I'm not going to use too much of it. It is very concentrated as I'm learning. A little bit of the red anti-snap, as she is a blonde. Under that red is a blonde. So okay, remember you want to distribute it as well as possible. Yes, your fingers do distribute it, so don't feel like, oh, I can't, it's not going through yet. It's going to go through. Don't worry about that.
That feels amazing.
Yes, thank you very much. And the hair color is awesome. Yeah, that's the anti-snap, baby. And of course, the trusty body soak.
Chris Jenner's mom?
Mm-hmm.
She's 81 years old.
Yeah, 81, 89, something like that.
I even say 81.
Oh, 81, 81. Okay. So we'll distribute it by combing it through. So this time I'm not worried about combing from ends to root because essentially her hair is already detangled. And I will add a little of the HSI. We'll separate. This time I am gonna blow it on high heat because I know it's humid outside. So this is the thing. You can straighten the hair at medium heat. It'll do a wonderful job. And then you press it, wonderful. But when it's humid outside, you do need the extra heat to make sure that the hair is completely dry and that it is completely, the cuticle is completely laid flat. And then you can do the press. That's just a little advice when you're working with very humid weather. All right. So I was watching a video by Martin Parsons. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Martin Parsons, but he's a wonderful hairstylist. He specializes in updos. So you should check him out, Martin Parsons. I love his teaching, his techniques. I was also watching some, I'm going to say Eastern European people. I'm going to get their names. I don't remember their names totally. But the Eastern European lady that I was watching was definitely it was her and Martin Parsons. The combination of them two that helped me figure out how to do the updo that I posted yesterday. I was really happy with that updo, guys. And so was the client, so was her daughter. It was a really good job. Next time I do an updo, I'll be sure to post, record it, but I didn't record it because I didn't know if the client would be comfortable with me recording it. You know what I mean? So I was like, let me just do pictures, and she was okay with pictures, so that's what I did. You know what I mean? But look at that color. What do you guys think of that color? That's the, what is it? Rocket Red by JKS. Rocket Red. Of course, it still has the celeb virals. It still has the Guy Tang that I added a little bit. But this is the tone that the JKS added to it. The other thing, I love drying with a Denman brush. It makes the job a lot easier. It's more thorough. And I do feel that it adds more movement to the hair. I do believe that. The other thing is that when you're working with a Denman brush, I'm able to take larger sections of hair, and it dries it just as well as if I were doing a round brush. You know what I mean? So let's get this blow dry done.
I'm trying to look at my hair, but I want to see at the end.
You want to see the end result, right?
No, I can't.
Yes, it's like a mini makeover. You're like, oh my goodness, I'm so beautiful.
You know I'm beautiful.
Yes.
I'm
beautiful, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful, damn it. Who remembers that song? That song is from like the 90s, I think. It's a throwback song, guys. I'm beautiful, damn it. No, YouTube it.
I'm doing it right now.
So yeah, so the Babyliss blow dryer is one of my favorite blow dryers. It does dry the hair extremely quickly. It's I believe it's tourmaline and ceramic technology, which guarantees quicker drying, more smooth hair. It really does do what it says it's gonna do. So I'm a believer. I'll come here so you guys can watch me work. So, no, it's I'm beautiful, damn it. I'm beautiful, damn it. I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful. So, guys, remember how the brush works? This is the 9-1, I believe, right? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so it's 9. And what I do is each one digs in, creates that tension. I let the air do the job for me. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. All right, so let it lock in. Let the air do the job for me. Go from the roots, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. And it really does do the job for me. It leaves it as if it was pressed. You guys will see it right before your eyes. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So essentially it does the job for me. Now what I do try to avoid, guys, I try and avoid doing this. Why do I try and avoid doing this? I mean, I don't know if you can see me. Let me see. Okay. So I try and avoid doing this. And the reason I try and avoid doing that is because imagine this is the hair cuticle and you want it to lay flat. If you're doing this, you're ruffling it up. But if you're blowing it like this, all of the hairs, the cuticles are gonna lay flat. You do this, it blows it up. So the hair is gonna be frizzy. More work for you, right? So let's not create more work.
Marshall tips.
You know what I'm saying? Marshall tips, Marshall blends hair tips. So if you look at her hair, the way I'm blowing it out, it essentially is laying like if it was pressed. It's not hasn't been pressed yet. You know, so that's gonna make my work easier when I'm pressing it. And so what do you do when you get to the ends? Take the diamond brush and just blow it this way. Blow it that way. Never put the blow dry directly on the hair. The other reason for not putting the blow dry directly on the hair is because the nozzle is hot. The nozzle itself is hot, so it will singe the hair. You know what I mean? You don't want to do that. But you do want to keep the blow dryer. You do want to keep the blow dryer directed downward. You want to keep it going downward. You know what I mean? To keep the cuticle sealed. Well, as much as possible. So essentially I can do the same thing going down this way. Just take the diamond brush, comb it down, and follow it with the blow dryer. And it's doing the same thing. Just me, I'm standing at a different angle. And downward, and downward. Is the blow dryer on the hair? Absolutely not. But it is pointing it downward. Okay. Okay. Who's that? Oh, es posible que debajo sí.
Oh, ahí está la muchacha.
La calle. Okay. So essentially we're almost done. And take the top.
And Nikki wants to put out a line of
Again, let the teeth do the job for you. concierto.
On the camera phone and try to catch the footage, like me run through the run. She's on the come here, run. I can give you a hard walk. Run. Oh.
And so essentially, we're blowing out the bang this way because we're parting our hair towards here.
Oh my God, he remembers.
Yeah, sometimes we stylists forget the side people like to part their hair. Be patient with us. It's not that we don't care, it's just we don't remember, you know? So if we ask you, hey, what side do you want it? All right, remind us. No tea, no shade, no pink lemonade. So now what do? Once we're done blowing it out, we hit it with the cool shot. Make sure it's cool actually, because sometimes you think it's cool and it's still hot. Then you put it on this person's scalp and they're like, ah! So, make sure it's cool. All right, it's cool now. I forgot about what I was gonna do because it feels so good. Oh. So the cool shot. Why do we do a cool shot, guys? What does a cool shot do? The cool shot, A, seals the cuticle. B, ensures the stylist that all the hair is dry. Because if it gets stuck or something like that, it's letting you know, whoop, 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 this part is not done yet. The other thing is that, so shine ensures that it's done, seals the cuticle. So did I mention shine? So yeah, cool shot does bring in some nice shine to the hair, guys. Alright. So we're done with the cool shot. Almost. I like to go over it a few times with the cool shot. Alright, so we're done with the blowout. And we're going to connect our irons. So we're going to be using the Babyliss for the silk press. And we're going to be using the Martino for the bumps. Get ready for some fun. I always have fun whenever I'm doing a press. I love it. I'm sure you guys love it as well. What irons do you guys like to use, if any? I know Remington is popular. I know Conair is definitely popular. I personally do love Conair utensils. When I was beginning, when I was 14, I'm 40 now. Conair was what I could achieve, was what was most accessible for me, and I would get wonderful results with using Conair. So I do love Conair. All right, so the next step is Sebastian's Trillion. It's a heat protectant, and it also ensures that the hair won't frizz up. So we need that, right? We need that insurance, especially on a day like today. We mentioned it's cloudy, humid, drizzly, Monday. So you got to work with what you got, right? So you, of course, once you put the product in the hair, you comb it through to distribute it. You want to distribute it.
I would save it.
All right.
And you know, the day if Samantha passed away.
We are ready for the press. Turn this way, baby. Okay, so we're gonna start
What's in the letter?
on this
What's she
side.
going to say? She's already said terrible things like.
Gonna just
that's
neaten
her
out the
at
part.
Gift shop right outside the right outside the yeah. Not for nothing. And if she put herself together, because she represents like she's not all together. She's not all together from the visual.
Are you guys able to see me pretty okay there? Make
Make
sure. Yes. All right. So we're gonna start from.
So, K. Michelle caught a girl by surprise the other day. All right, I'll set you up with the story first. All right, so K. Michelle was home, and she said this girl rings her doorbell every single day.
Pull your ear down.
So she decided to mess with her.
Look up this
Just
way.
take a look.
Remember, you angle the hair upward, right? Last was done. She got her. She got her. Sure.
That's a good one. Looks like a nice neighborhood, too. Golf course. Say, listen, everybody, we've got more great shows for you here today.
Now for the press, me personally, I can take thick parts and I can take thin parts. Obviously, thin parts are better. Thick parts are quicker, so depends what the person wants. Okay, you can let go.
Wendy
Thank you,
Williams
baby.
is brought to you by Universal Orlando Resort. 3 parks. Endless awesome.
So right now I'm using 410.
Being treated like a little kid.
That's the heat I'm using. It's good enough so far. I do make sure to, like you see, I like to bring it up, and that gives me the opportunity to put the presser, flat iron, whatever you call it, styling iron, this way, so I avoid touching the scalp. The client might feel some of the steam, but it won't be the actual iron doing it any harm. You know. So yes, I do the pass and then the chase. Sometimes I just do a straight chase. It depends. It just depends on what is happening outside, what's happening to the weather, how long does the person want it to last, you know? That's what dictates what I do. What's you guys' favorite blow dryer? Do any of you remember they're still out, the Solano blow dryers and the turbo blow dryers? Those were like the bombdiggity.com, you know? Like those were the ones I aspired to have growing up. And I was actually able to get it. Felt really special.
You got some great stories. I want to get to all of them.
Some really good ones.
Ben and Jen.
Ben Affleck, Jennifer Garner have finally finalized their divorce. And doesn't this seem like the longest split in Hollywood history? They announced their separation back in 2017.
Okay, guys. So I'll be back when it's either time for the curl or... Yeah, most likely when it's time for the curl or as the press has progressed, okay? Because I don't really do that speeding up camera thingy. Maybe I should, I don't know, but I'm not really into it. Alright guys, so see you in a few. So we're done with most of it. Now I'm gonna actually come and do the front. And the front, I am going to be working it. Bringing it towards the front, actually.
Have you met Dr. Oz?
Oh, Dr. Oz is on the show today? Wonderful.
You sprayed already?
Yeah, this part's already protected, yeah. Remember, I sprayed everything? Good question, though.
Ask your eye doctor about Dailies Total One multifocal contact lenses. They let you see clearly near and far with a contact lens that feels like nothing. Learn more and get a free 5-day trial at seenearandfar.com.
Most people think that after an accident, you'll have to pay $500 for your deductible. The truth, in all
Okay, so I'm pressing it this way
Allstate gives you $100 off
because everything is about preparation, right? The shampoo you use prepares the hair, the conditioner you use prepares the hair. So does the press if you are planning to do something else with it, right? So I effectively want the hair to come towards the front. I'm going to flip it back, but I want to make sure it has as much volume as possible. So you remember, you over direct. Whenever you want volume, you over direct what you're going to do. So I'm going to be over directing the press, bringing the hair towards the front, and when I curl it, I'm going to be curling it to the back.
A price that can increase and a price that fits your budget.
I'm 54 and I was a smoker, but quit. Alex, what's my price?
You can get coverage for $9.95 a month. I'm 65, retired, and take medications. What's my price? Also $9.95 a month.
I just turned
Diagonal lines kind of ensure that it'll look natural, right? It's not going to look like you forced the hair to do anything. That's the idea. That's what you want.
Popular whole life insurance plan available through the Colonial Pen program. It has an affordable rate starting at $9.95.
So you guys see how the hair is actually laying, right?
5 cents a day.
It's laying more towards the front,
No medical exam, no health questions. You're exempt.
and that's what you want the hair to do for you.
This plan has
So preparation is absolutely important.
so your rate can never
You know,
for any reason.
prep the hair.
$9.95 a month. Plus you get a 30-day money-back guarantee.
You prepare the hair for the final thing you're going to do, which is whatever finishing spray you decide to use. That's the idea.
Information and give helpful direction to your loved ones that your plan wishes. And it's yours free, just for calling. So call now. Call 1-800-904-4888
You gonna go rest?
for your free information. Free gift.
Just asking.
290-4488. 1-800-290-4488. That's 1-800-290-4488.
So you guys see how the hair is laying, right? So that's preparing it. If I decided I wanted to curl it under, that would be a perfect thing, because once it's curled under, it'll swoop, come from here and swoop out this way. If I curl it over, once I comb it out, it'll be curling this way. So the hair is essentially being set to do what I want it to. Now, what do you think about this color? Firecracker, baby, firecracker. I love it. It's an awesome color. It's an awesome, awesome, awesome color. So that's JKS. If you guys know of any other shampoo or conditioners that are color rich, you know, are pigmented and contribute to adding color, let me know. I mean, I'd like to give it a go, you know. I'm not afraid of trying new things, which I don't really. So angles are important, you know that. Always, you can ask the client, hey, can you put your head down, please? They want their hair to look good, so they'll do it. They get an attitude and it doesn't work, you tell them, hey, that part is your fault. So if you notice, because I'm pressing the hair to the front, it's actually going to listen to what I'm telling it to do. So it's going to be staying towards the front. So when I curl it, that's my mama coming through. When I curl it, it's already prepped and ready to be this way. You know what I mean? So we're doing the damn thing. And I might not have to bring all the hair over. So we'll work with this and I'll press the back over there. So I think this is good enough. What we're trying to do.
So what's your question to me? My question, he said it's a little too late for that, and I'm asking you, how can I get him on board? No. Once you start putting out, you can't put it back away. No. And you gotta show, I mean, I know everything. Well, that's the other 23 hours a day of porn. You know, talk to each other as opposed to texting one another. You know, you can make the other part of the day really, spiritual. It's not like he's asking you for sex every day. I mean, we know you're tired. You know, we've been there, 4-month-old. Yeah, he's absolutely right.
I'm just going to press this hair here on the back. There was no need for it on the front. It's okay.
Sometimes the pressures of today's world can make it tough to take care of yourself. But Nature's Bounty has innovative ways to help you maintain balance and help keep you active and well rested. Because hey, tomorrow's coming up fast. Nature's Bounty, because you're better off healthy.
My name is Doc. I was born in Garden Heights. My high school is nothing more than a star version too. I just know the weekend comes around.
If she wanted to be a rocker and rock out like that, she can totally do it. Now we're gonna put some of the Sebastian Shine Shaker. Shake. Oh, I'm pointing it over there. Sebastian Shine Shaker. I'll spray this on it.
Additional interest on the bill policy?
Damage minimization,
When insurance needs translating, get answers in plain English.
So if she wanted to rock her hair like this, she absolutely could. Shake it, baby. Woo! Shake it hard, girl. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Oh. All right. So now what we're gonna do. So if we wanted to, right now we could wrap it, put it, and just leave it as a wrap and let her rock it like that. We could wrap it and put it under Saran wrap, or we can do what we're gonna do now, which is bump it. So to bump it up. Bump it up. I'm gonna use the Martino. All right. Let me connect the charger to the phone because it's like battery low. Oh, you like it? You like it?
Here's your question, please don't help out. Jennifer Lopez is performing at the American Music Awards tomorrow night. Name 4 of her top 10
So you want it what? How do you want it? You want it to be bumpy? All of it to be bumped?
Like it's straight and a little bit bumpy.
So, okay, so bump the ends only. Okay. Now, the reality to this is, as I'm thinking, we're going to wrap her hair. So because we're going to wrap her hair, I can create a good bump. And yeah, so after the wrap is removed, the hair will be just fine. So let me just remove the shorter parts.
You can drink, eat well, and exercise, but you need healthy skin. Cetaphil is clinically shown to strengthen
So what I love about this curler is that it makes life so much easier, because all you have to really do is feed the hair through the duckbills and call it a day. You just twist and it does the curl for you. You know, so I like it because no matter how short the hair, how long the hair is, it does the job it's supposed to. So what that does, it contributes to laying the hair. The shorter hairs helps them lay really, really nice. Feeds in and does what it's supposed to. So here we go. Comb it. Her hair is layered, so I try and separate the shorter hairs to be able to dedicate what's necessary. So this is how you do it, essentially. Put your hand down. Thank you. So you grab the hair. It has duckbills, so you're gonna push it through the duckbills and just twist. Just twist, and it does it for you. Does it for you. There you go. Now take the shorter part, the shorter hairs. The shorter layers, I should say, not shorter hairs. You can bump them as well. And also, it's like if you don't like working with the curling iron because you feel you might burn the person, hey, with this one you don't really have to worry too much because you hardly ever have to go towards the scalp. See, look, taking the duckbill, turn your head towards the camera, maybe just a little bit, like that. Take the duckbill in and just twist. It's literally that simple. And it creates a beautiful curl. Yeah. Bump. See that? I like products that work for me, you know, that make my life a little easier. So once she takes this wrap out, her hair is going to essentially, it's going to be straight, it's going to have the bump at the end, like she wants it. Turn this way again so they can see how I do it. So take the duckbill. That's right? Yeah, I think it's right. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Turn a little bit more. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Duckbill, slip it in, and turn. That's all you're doing. No science. Well, there's science to it. It's science and technicality, but you see that? Look at that. It did it for me. I didn't have to do much. So now we're getting towards the front, right? Remember, we talked about the front. We're gonna do that kind of on its own. We already trained that hair to do what we wanted it to do. So we're gonna take this one. I'm gonna see if I can do it this way. Tip, put it in, it grabs the hair, you twist it. That's simple. That's simple. So there's definitely some shorter layered hair here. We're gonna give that its own attention.
We have team coverage tonight. Tony Aiello learning more about the victim's forest. First, Jessica Layton has new information on the accident and also the driver and the rental company. Jessica.
Remember, even though we trained it to go forward, we're going to curl it backward, right? So take it, duckbill, twist, twist, and here you're gonna go slow because this is the part she definitely wants the curl to be remembered. So this part we're gonna curl back. This part over here, we're going to curl over. Why are we going to curl it over? We're going to curl it over because we want the memory of this hair to be this way. Okay? So, always remember, think about, it's the same thing as when you're cutting hair. As you're cutting, you're thinking about how does it fall? How does it lay? How is it communicating with the hair that's next to it, under it, over it? Well, that's kind of the same thing you want to do with the curls, right? You want to plan it out. You want to think about what is it going to look like, you know? What is it going to live like? How is it going to respond to the other hairs? Those are all questions you have to ask yourself when you're curling hair. Lean back a little bit. Thank you. So all questions you have to ask yourself, because if you don't, then the curls might be a disaster. And I don't think you want a disaster, right? You want fabulousness, you want drama. You don't want disaster. So this one, you do curl up. Why do you curl it up? Watch how it's gonna lay once I've curled it up. I curled it upward, but it lays to the side, right? It's all about the angles of the head, okay guys? It's all about the angles of the head. So now we're gonna start doing it to come over. So the first one I'm gonna do that's coming from here over, I do a diagonal. I do over direct it. See, I'm over directing it. And I'm gonna curl it.
That company and that vehicle have been under scrutiny of DOT in the past.
The National Transportation Safety Board has set up in Skidmore for the week and updated us on their progress about an hour ago.
We want to look at everything that we can related to the company that operated that limousine. We are interested in the mechanical condition of the vehicle. One of the things that we look at is to see whether or not
So this one, I'm going to, instead of bringing it forward, I'm going to bring it back.
contribute to the injuries.
I'm going to bring it back, stick it into the duckbills, and curl it slowly.
The state has ordered Prestige Limo to shut down during the investigation. The company, for its part, says it has taken all of its vehicles off the
We're going to take this little part here,
that investigation.
put it in the duckbill and curl it too. Everything gets its attention, guys. Everything gets its attention.
The focus of the grief, though, is 20 miles north in Amsterdam.
Most of the victims
So now we are going to curl it back,
CBS2's Tony
straight back.
in Amsterdam to continue our coverage. Tony.
I don't have to over direct, because over directing it at that angle on the head would actually be curling it towards that side. Remember, at this part of the head, it's down. So if I over direct, okay, so if I'm over directing it, it's going to lay down that way. Get it? So at this point, I actually want to direct it more towards me, because at this angle on the head, I need to force it over here. And not so much force it, because we prepared it with the press, right? But I need to make sure, I need to ensure that it stays on my side, where I want it to go. Remember, hair is an inanimate object. You tell it what to do. It don't tell you what to do, okay? I learned that from my homeboy Eddie Cabello. He was talking to a piece of paper when he said it, and I was like, wow, that makes sense. So ever since then, I've always said, if it's an inanimate object, it does what I tell it. That's it. I'm the boss. All right, guys. So this is essentially the press. What do you think about it? Shake it. Yes, come through. $1 million, baby. $1 million. It looks really beautiful. Okay, the color is wonderful. I love the color. So we'll be wrapping it. Do you guys want to watch me wrap it? I could do that. Okay, let's put you down so you can watch me wrap it.
You need the pinchos? They small though. They're not.
No pinchos. But I thought you said you brought the scarf. Did you bring the scarf? Or you brought pinchos?
I brought both.
Okay, so all we need is a scarf. I'm gonna wrap it, and with this scarf, because I don't, you know me, I don't
It's
like.
not like a scarf, but it's like a head thing.
Girl, I'm gonna. Can you go to the beauty supply and buy yourself something proper, please?
I got you. I'm gonna get you one.
Lord have mercy. Okay, so I'm gonna give her one of these. It's 99 cents at the store. It's not a do-rag. It's actually made for wraps. Come on, girl, sit down. All right, now get ready.
I guess I also see my son over there.
Oh, yes. Okay, so we're going to pause it. I'm going to take her to go see her hair before we wrap it. I like to do the reveal. All right, guys. So we're about to commence the wrap. Hey, let's get this going, baby.
You don't use like a brush?
Are you telling me what to do?
No, I'm asking, like, what's better, brush or a comb?
Both. The comb directs it. The comb starts it off. How do I usually do it? You don't remember? I started off with the comb, and I polish it with the brush. That's a good question. Never be afraid to ask your person a question. But yeah, I always started off with the comb to give it the shape, and then I use the brush to seal it and polish the wrap. I always feel that the brush, it does the polishing, you know? It does the polishing.
The Yankees have momentum. They have the hometown crowd behind them. Aaron Judge was in a New York state of mind even before he left Fenway Park after Saturday's Game 2 victory.
Silky. It's like, no, I'm not gonna stay there.
Right.
The Yankees and the fans would love to hear Sinatra prove New York. After the last out, the next 2 nights. That would mean the Yankees wrapped up the series in 4 games, avoiding a trip back to Boston for Game 5. The crowd is undoubtedly an advantage. After last week's wildcard win,
Oh, so the brush make it like stay.
The brush, yeah, kind of seals it, polishes it.
No wonder, because I tried with a comb, but
You feel it kind of tightening, right, as the brush is going through?
yeah.
And that's what and you want a boar bristle brush.
Okay.
Boar bristle. Because I feel that boar bristle brushes do it better.
So I try with a comb and like, it don't stay something.
Yeah, the comb doesn't seal it. The comb shapes it, you know, but it doesn't seal it. All right, so there you go.
because with the Yankees and the Red Sox, it's always, they have that, I don't know what it is, it's like an anger and desire to beat each other. Yankee fans also excited about Luis Severino getting started in pivotal Game 3. He's been the ace most of the season and pitched well in the wildcard game that has led to the ALDS. Coming to the 6th spot, we're going to hear from his manager, Aaron Boone, about tonight's start and the response of his catcher.
Girl, you are no help.
Me?
Yes. People like, you should be able to do the rap by there, so what you mean no help? No, but yeah, if you, once I'm putting it on, try and grip the front thing. You grip the front, the part from the front. It's alright, baby. It's alright, it's alright.
Gotcha. Love.
There you go. Thank you. Okay. So let's try this. Okay. Hold the actual wrap, the wrap. Hold it from the front. Agarro. Quita la mano. Perfect. There you go. See, that's teamwork, baby.
Makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Okay. Let me go to the front now.
Hundreds of thousands of people cheering them on. This Long Island mother is here to watch her twins march in a band. It's always been such a fun to have children march. My daughter's in the
Right.
march. My twins are marching today for the
I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna tie like a lace. That way it's easy. All you have to do is pull one of the flaps, all right? That way it's not so hard for you to take it off.
Both Mayor Bill de Blasio and Governor Andrew Cuomo spending their afternoon marching.
There you go.
Look at him.
All right, guys. So we're done. What do you think? Hope you liked the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Bye
What you like?
bye.